Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Makakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawada from the Men of Valor campaign in Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video on sincerity and in truth, and Lord willing, it can be edifying. And I just wanted to go into a little bit of this in 2nd Esdras, the 16th chapter, all right, because we're definitely in a time, all right, of great calamities, great destruction, all right. Hey, this is a pivotal, I always fuck that word up, a pivotal week, all right, in the terms of things that's going on that's going to start affecting people's lives. Today marks the basically the day that they continue the repayments on student loans. All right, there was a pause. There was like a 5-year pause on this, and now the Trump administration has, pretty much froze that pause to where now if there's 4 million people in default, and another 4 to 5 million that are about to go into default. Those repayment plans, begin today. All right. If they didn't already have a payment plan set up, then it's going to be garnished from their wages. So that's going to affect, people that are already struggling to pay for groceries. Groceries are higher, gas is higher, rent is high, everything. People are already barely getting through. And now they're going to have, a portion of their check get taken out due to these student loans. All right, it's going to start driving people over the edge. Same thing with they're supposed to pass a House Resolution 867, all right, which is the Anti-Israel Boycott Act. All right, basically, we went into that yesterday. All right, they're setting up this legislation to be able to not criticize, all right, them 1948ers over there. All right, and you can be fined with $250,000 up to $1 million, as well as 20 years in prison or in jail or whatever. And we're not worried about shit like that. We know we don't have 20 years here, but nonetheless, all right, they're trying to they're about to start attacking free speech, so to speak. All right, this is the end of America. This is the Constitution is about to be done away with. They're about to do these victory parades. There's speculation that a false flag is going to take place concerning Russia, with their Victory Day parade. Zelensky was advising world leaders not to attend. All right, so we'll see. All right, there's a lot going on this week. Also, the whole Real ID thing goes into effect May 7th. All right, and they're pushing toward this MOTB system. All right, they're getting ready to do away with the dollar. All right, I know we sound like broken records, but all right, we're here. We're definitely here. We're in those times. And the Lord has showed us that, the things to look out for. And now that we see that they're here, we know that it's not going to go backwards. Okay? Things are starting to get, that squeeze is starting to be felt. All right, the Lord isn't going to tighten that grip. He's only going to continue to strengthen it. All right, so let's get into this. 2nd Esdras chapter 16, starting at verse 1. It says, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?" Oh, also, you had those wildfires in Israel on top of a dust storm. All right, so the Lord is showing that he's not with them damn devils over there, man. All right, for being over there and occupying the Lord's land. They also just announced that they're trying to take the entire landmass of Gaza. All right, so at first it was about, we must eradicate Hamas. All right, nobody really did much. People are protesting, but nobody's really doing much to stop them. And now they're talking about they're going to occupy all of Gaza. Okay, and they're trying to either kill off or displace, everybody that's already there. All right, and hey, best believe these nations about to go to war over this shit. So that fire is being sent out, and nobody's going to be able to quench it. All right, peace isn't coming. Only death and destruction is coming from the hands of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Verse 6, "May any man drive an hungry lion away in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it have began to burn." May one turn again, the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? So we know we're in the times of the end of this man's rulership, and he's sending the plagues. The Lord is sending the plagues. So who's going to be able to drive them away? Who's going to be able to quench it? Who's going to be able to offset it? Because you can tell that Trump is really trying to so-called save America, even though he's bending the knee to these 1948ers. But he's at least coming with the rhetoric that he's trying to save America, make America great again. Well, the Lord isn't going to allow that. All right, and nobody can stop it. It says, verse 9, a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? Verse 10, he shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? And the Lord is threatened. All right, the Lord said that Babylon is going to become a desolation, a reproach and a curse. That's this place. That's not ancient Babylon, which is the modern day Iraq. That's speaking about the mother of harlots, man. And it's been identified. Now that we're in this part of time, we understand exactly who and where they are. Verse 12, the earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled. And the fish thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. And we know that's going into the nuclear destruction that's fastly coming. Because World War III is going to be fought with, it's going to end in a nuclear annihilation of America, Babylon the Great, as well as the land of Israel and other places that may get hit. But America will be completely annihilated, and that thus said the Lord, thus said the Bible. All right, you don't have a missile defense system that's going to be able to stop 200 million ICBMs, thermonuclear missiles, from pelting this place, man, into oblivion, because it's the will of the Lord. Verse 14, behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. All right, so we're seeing these different plagues. We're seeing, earthquakes. We're seeing fires. We're seeing, people dying. All right, you had the Crown Royal, but you're gonna have more plagues, man. You're gonna have, diseases and shit. All right, once the electric grid goes down, and sanitation becomes an issue. All right, because who do you think picks up your fucking trash? Who do you think, if the city water goes out and shit, your water is no longer being cleaned and filtrated. So you won't have access to clean drinking water just by turning on your faucet. All right, these are the great calamities that the Lord is about to bring upon this place. Why? Because these people are in great pride. It says, verse 15, the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Verse 16, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Verse 17, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? And Ezra was asking this, all these different calamities that are going down, who's going to be able to deliver us? Because us as men, we're not going to be able to deliver ourselves from the hand of the Lord. But what we can do is trust in him. And by us doing what we're doing now, that's us putting our trust and faith in Yahweh Shemiah Shah to deliver us from the sad perils that he's going to bring upon this place. All right, verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. All right, just like they're starving those Palestinians out over there. They're going to start starving out, you Americans. Hey, this is a blockade that's going on. All right, that you people don't see. You just think because you still have access to food now. Hey, how many times are these different news agencies are going to warn you that, hey, you're going to start seeing empty shelves. They're prophesying on the left-hand side. They're telling you what they're about to do. And it's the will of the Lord that happens. So the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars. All right, are we not entering into World War III? And the power shall stand in fear. the beginning of evils, meaning bad times. What shall I do when these evils shall come? So we're going to trust in the Lord when these evils come. All right. You got to believe that the Lord, if he put it in our spirit to understand these things that he's bringing it, he's also going to put it in our spirit to have faith in him to protect us from the same things that he's going to bring. Because it's not for our destruction, Lord willing, we be of the elect. It's a test, it's a trial. But ultimately, it's to destroy you damn wicked ass people out there that don't acknowledge your heavenly Father at all. Verse 19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So you won't be mindful. You won't be thinking about, how you piss the Lord off. All right, especially amongst our people. They think how they're living is correct. When, Esau set you up pretty much how you should live your life. And Esau is completely adverse to the Heavenly Father, man. Esau created niggas, man, niggas. All right, so that's pretty much what I wanted to grab. We see that these plagues are being sent. We see that the calamities are coming upon earth. We see that all hell is getting ready to break loose. All right, we're at a turning point. We see they're about to come down with the persecution. We see all these things. Because the Lord said, blessed are your eyes for they see and your ears for they hear. Because everybody else is the deaf, dumb, and blind. All right. Oh, also the Diddy trial is supposed to start today. That's what you niggas about to be worried about. While they sliding this, are they sliding this legislation and about to get y'all people with these student loans, y'all niggas about to be worried about Diddy. All right. They done brought that back to the forefront. And they got this Shannon Sharp shit going on. All right. They're going to keep you people distracted with sports and nigga culture, man. All right, but for the seers and the watchmen, we're going to continue to watch. All right, because the day of the Lord, so cometh as a thief in the night, man. So just wanted to bring this out. Lord willing, is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.